Hello. Hi there, Jerry.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, really good, man. Been
Right
looking
on.
been looking forward to this interview.
Yeah, me too, man. Me
Yeah,
too.
thank
How's
you
it
for
going?
accepting my invite and thank you for willing to be on this channel.
Right on, right on. I was looking
Yeah.
forward to it. You got a great name, Shoegazer 93. I love it. Yeah,
Thank you very much. Yeah, it
yeah.
was the year I was born and shoegazer, what I'm into, so it made
That's
sense.
a great year.
Yeah.
That's a great year.
Yeah, so today we welcome Jerry Battle from Closedown. From a 90s shoegazing band from whereabouts are you in America?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles band. Yeah, I think
Yeah, California.
regarded as one of the first in the genre in the States.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the album, the one album from 1994 called Nearfield.
Nearfield. Yeah.
And was that, were you named after The Cure?
Yes, we were definitely.
Yeah, because
Of
that
course.
Closed Down is that instrumental intro, isn't it, from the
Uh,
1989 Disintegration album.
we were listening to that record a lot back then, and that was kind of our vibe in that moment. We just, you know, that was a super dark record. Uh, and we were just always listening to that record. That was a perfect name. Yeah. So uh,
Yeah,
definitely a
cool.
tribute to the Cure. Yeah.
Excellent. And yeah, near field, that's also a miking technique, isn't it? Near field recording.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, when it's put next to an amplifier.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You're right.
I guess
That, that, that's the- I think we picked up that term during the recording, and it just stuck. And we said, yeah, this is what we're gonna call it. Yeah.
it's a cool name.
Right. Right. Totally.
So I guess my first question is, I mean, Closed Down are back in big relevance now because of this Dissolve EP that came out in 29th of March this year.
Uh-huh.
And it seems to me like it's basically most of the songs that came out on Nearfield, apart from one, they got Skywards, which is like a unreleased track.
Yeah.
So it's really awesome to hear it remastered, and I think Simon Scott from SPS did a great job there. So can you tell us more about the decision to remaster it with Simon Scott?
Well, that was Michael Vetrano's idea from Painted Air, and it was a great idea. Basically, we just went back and forth with Simon, and yeah, did a great job. Uh, you know, just gave the record like a boost, a boost that I think it needed. Yeah, to bring it to 2024 standards.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I really enjoy listening to it, and yeah, just the big wall of sound. It's all that, but
I like that shirt you got. You got a good collection of shoegaze shirts.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, though.
where'd you pick up that ride shirt that I seen you wearing in some pictures, like that nowhere shirt?
Yeah, I think
I'd
I
like to
got that
like to
online.
get that one. Really?
I got it online, and then I got some ride ones from actual shows that I went to. So,
Right.
yeah, a bit of both. Some online, and then some at the shows, but mostly
Nice.
at the shows.
Right, right.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, obviously Simon Scott is the drummer of Slowdive, and what was the reason in selecting him? Do you think he had a big Slowdive influence on your sound?
Oh, of course. Of course. All those early pioneers of shoegaze, they were all basically we were sucking all that in and just you know, hearing I think back then we were listening to cassettes, so or vinyls. I think CDs were just kind of starting to kick in, but I remember having Nowhere on cassette. Matter of fact, I still have it here somewhere. So
Wow, awesome.
yeah.
Then that was the album that got me into the genre. Well, I think,
Oh, really?
yeah, Leave Them All Behind, the song from the second album, was the first, just shoegaze song that I heard. And then I checked out,
Right,
then I checked out Nowhere, and then it all
right.
kind of stemmed off from there. Then I discovered Slowdive, Chapter House,
Yeah,
Lush.
Chapter House is another great one. Chapter
Mm,
House, uh, Whirlpool. Went
yeah.
to that show at the I saw him at the Whiskey a Go Go here in LA.
Oh wow,
Uh,
nice.
on that tour for Whirlpool. And yeah, that was a great show. Uh yeah, we used to go to all the shows, all the I think we saw Slowdive here like the first time they came. Ride, we've seen them. We seen Ride and Slowdive in Hollywood at the what was the venue called? I'm forgetting now. The It's a famous place in Hollywood. We saw them there. Uh that was a great. I think they both opened up for Flaming Lips. It was a
Okay.
tour. Yeah, so it was basically Flaming Lips, Ride, and then Slowdive. And
Wow.
that had to be that was Just for a Day. It had to be the Just for a Day record. And for Ride, it was Going Blank Again record. So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
right in their primes,
Yeah.
right in their
Awesome.
prime.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, what was your main effect, do you think, on Nearfield? I think one of the other
Uh,
band members says it was the Alesis MIDI verb, was it not?
there's a quadriverb, Alesis Quadraverb.
Oh yeah.
So I had two of those.
Wow.
So I
Two.
split. Yeah, so I route out my sound through some pedals, and then come out of a stereo. I think it was a tremolo pan pedal, a Boss,
Yeah.
and then I
The classic.
yeah,
Yeah.
the classic one.
I
Yeah, I
know
still
that
have that
the
one.
one that splits and you can play it through two amplifiers.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
green
Yeah.
one.
I've got that one. The PN2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's wow, nice. You got it?
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. From
Okay,
it must have been
that's
like
kind of hard to get now.
eBay or something. Yeah.
Right. I think it's kind of hard to find that one, isn't it?
I think it wasn't that hard for me. I think there were a few going around.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, maybe they've got more popular recently just because of the whole revival thing.
Uh-huh. So basically, out to one quadriverb into a combo amp, and then out of another quadriverb into another amplifier. Yeah, and then just kind of little adjustments and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. It must have been really loud.
yeah, definitely.
You
A
guys must
JC
were cranking
120.
it.
Oh, definitely. We were practicing really loud. I had a garage that was soundproofed and everything, and we were definitely not doing the bedroom thing back then. Yeah, we were going full blown. That's why I got ringing in my ears now. So
Mm,
you know,
that's the problem. Yeah, I think I might get
yeah,
tonight. I might get tinnitus in the future. Yeah.
yeah,
Who knows? It's all for the cause, though.
yeah. It's all worth it. I don't mind. It's cool.
Yeah, it's good. Um,
Yeah.
so, why did you leave my favorite song of yours off Dissolve, which is Mouth? My favorite song is
Uh,
Mouth, and I really like it. The Deep Inside.
right.
I really like
Uh,
that lyric there, that deep inside part.
I just what happened is I found the other song, Skywards, and just kind of wanted to make the record, just everything fit together. So I had to swap that song out so I can present this unreleased track, just to give it a little, little difference from the Nearfield. And then uh
Yeah.
you know I think the new song that was added, uh, is a little denser, dirtier song,
Mm.
and I was looking for that kind of song to kind of glue everything together. And I felt Mouth was just it was a little bit too much of a clean song. I think it was the mix that kind of bothered me all these years, especially for that song because it was supposed to have more guitars on it. So
Yeah.
uh, we just decided to leave it off and then maybe put it out later on some other format, maybe like a 7-inch record or something like that. Yeah,
That'd be really good to hear it in the future. Yeah, because
right,
I think it carries a lot of emotion, and the guitars definitely go for it. You know, there is a that kind of explosion, that cathartic explosion that shoegaze is
right.
so good at.
Yeah,
And you got some like slide guitar going on as well, which sounds really cool. Like somebody like with the slide going like that.
yeah. Uh-huh. As a matter of fact, it's here it is.
Wow, nice
Yeah.
one, bro.
Yeah.
Cool, super
Uh,
cool. Yeah.
yeah, because we've actually been kind of retracking a few old songs
Mm,
that we left undone back then. And one of them, another one has the slide also. And
okay.
so you know, I think you'll like that song. I could
Yeah.
send you a demo of it before it's done. It's not done, but it's a song we used to play live, but we just, it was written back then in that same time. It just so now we've got this new version. It's sounding pretty fresh, pretty modern, but still has it. Like I said, it was written 30 years ago, so uh, it's got the sound.
Yeah,
Shoegazer
cool.
93 sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that'd be really cool to hear. I mean, if you want to send me the demo, that yeah, go ahead if you want to, but I don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
But
yeah, for sure.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, and I'm not one to leak anything, so it's up to
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll leave that
for sure.
to your discretion.
Yeah, it's actually next on our agenda. We've just been tracking one song recently here. And so we've got the drums, bass, and some scratch guitars like set. And then that 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 song will be second, the one I was telling you about with the slide.
Hmm.
So we got three old tracks in the works right now.
Wow.
So
Yes.
yeah,
Woo.
and yeah, and they're all from the 90s. I mean, it's just it was the drummer's idea. He said, "Why
Hmm.
don't we just track these old songs?" And now that we're just able to, you know, work back and forth, and we got more equipment and all this, it's been like a fun endeavor that we're all sort of
Yeah.
putting our time into. Yeah, kind of recapturing some of the old magic from
Yeah, the
Shoegazer
magic.
'93. Yeah,
That
yeah,
isn't anything to do with me. It's all you, man. It's all you.
right, right.
Your creation.
Yeah,
But yeah, thanks for picking my channel up like this. It's really cool to hear. I mean, lots of people are discovering it. Like Drop 19's discovered it because that
yeah.
was my first interview was with Greg Agal, and obviously Drop 19's have just had their
I think
revival, and
we went to see Drop 19s at the Troubadour in Hollywood, and yeah, I think it was might have been their first show here. It was right when they popped, and
yeah,
I think it was Brian Jonestown Massacre was opening up. I think, yeah,
wow,
it was a
that's a
good show. I
cool gig.
remember
Yeah,
that show. Yeah,
wow,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Brian Jonestown, they've been around for a while. Yeah,
Yeah,
still having fights with each other. Probably
yeah.
they always have like fights on stage. That Anton Newcomb always fires people on stage. It's
Uh,
pretty chaos.
uh, he's he's pretty cool
Yeah,
guy from my experience with him.
yeah,
You know, ran into him in San Francisco when we were actually mixing the Nearfield record,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah.
we had already played a show in LA with them, and then he basically we were just taking a break from we had done wrapped up mixing that day, and went down to Haight and Ashbury, the famous hippie street
Yeah.
where the hippies hung out, and we were at some pizza place. I think it was called Escape from New York, and I think one of the guys worked there. One of the guys from Brian Jonestown worked there,
Mm.
and so we went in there, and then he was in there sitting there. Anton was sitting in there eating, and then he saw us, and we started hitting it off, and then he got us some free pizza, and then yeah, and then after
Small
that he was
world.
all yeah, after that he's all, hey, you guys want to hang out and go to our rehearsal? And I was like, yeah, let's go.
You were like, hell
So
yeah.
yeah, the next thing you know, we're over
Yeah.
there, throwing back a couple drinks,
Yeah.
hanging out
Wow.
at some, yeah,
Cool
at one
story.
of their, yeah, it was a cool night. Actually slept on one of their friends' couches, and you know,
Yeah.
couldn't get back to the
Uh,
hotel, so we had to stay there with them, and then go straight to the studio the next morning to
wow.
keep on mixing Nearfield. Yeah,
Yeah. A pretty hectic lifestyle. Yeah, it's cool. Good to
it
meet
was cool.
meet idols like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was cool. Cool in that moment. We were all just vibing and shit. Yeah, yeah,
So,
definitely.
what's my next question here? Um, what about? Can you tell us a bit about your cassettes from 1992 with Bliss and See Me Fade are the songs that I discovered online.
Wow. Yeah, we that's uh we got together, we put our songs together, and that's the first studio recording we did. And you know, we went up to this studio in Hollywood Boulevard, on Sunset Boulevard. Uh it was called Paramount Recordings, and we met a guy in there, and I believe he was British too. His name was Keith Barrows, and basically we're recording in the studio, and he's all, this is the Abbey Road board. And I was like,
Whoa.
really? And he's all, yeah, Dark Side of the Moon was recorded on this board.
Maybe
And
that was the Capitol Studios because they're owned by EMI, who own Abbey Road. There's like a connection between those two studios, so that's
right,
probably
well,
why.
yeah, at the time this place was called Paramount Studios. I'm not even sure if it's still there anymore, but it was right in the heart of like where the studios are at in Hollywood.
Mm.
So it was this huge board, super nice studio, but we got like a discount because we were doing recording at like graveyard hours. So we were in there trying
Yeah.
to knock it out really fast. And this guy, he was sympathetic to the cause, and he kind of liked it. He was an old school British rocker kind of guy. I think he kind of had like a Spinal Tap haircut, and
Yeah.
yeah, and he was a cool dude, and he was just basically, back then, no cell phones. He was calling people on the regular landline and putting the phone up on the speaker, like, check this out,
Mm.
And
Yeah,
we were
that's
just like these young naive kids, and we were just in there, and he mixed it on the fly, so it was somewhat live. That recording's very live, very raw, but he did a great job of just dialing up the sounds, the drums, and we
mm,
kind of knocked that thing out in one night. I think we did that in one night, the whole thing. So we didn't have much more money for
mm.
we
That's
had to just
cool.
hurry
One day.
up,
Wow.
press that cassette and get it out there. Uh, and it's still floating around out there.
Yeah,
A
it's a
lot of people,
shame that like 4AD or Creation in England didn't pick it up because
right,
that's how
right,
Drop 19s they got found in by by British DJs because
really,
4AD and Creation picked their demo tape up, which is Mayfield.
uh-huh,
Yeah, so it's a shame it didn't fall into like a label like 4AD. Like if they heard
yeah,
it, then you could have been signed in the UK. which would have been really good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right. That is a shame, but well, we definitely wanted to be on one of those cool labels.
But it's
I
all
think
online.
we'd have,
It's all online now anyway, so it's all
yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, we'd like to have that released on, like a vinyl or something. It would be cool. So maybe at some point that can happen. Yeah.
That'd be
I
really
don't think,
good. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think many people are aware of that demo. So
Yeah, kind
I don't
of.
even I don't even remember how many we pressed, honestly. Like I kind of forgot. Maybe it was like a couple hundred.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I just found it on like a obscure shoegaze playlist on YouTube. I actually found out about Nearfield through I think somebody posted Red Oval on the shoegaze group on Facebook, and then
Right.
I looked on eBay, just typed in like sometimes I every now and then I do like a random like shoegaze CD search just to see if there's any kind of like obscure one that I haven't found yet, and then
Right.
Nearfield came up, and it was like already in Britain, so it was quite easy to have it delivered. So that was
Nice.
really good, and it was well worth the find, man. Because I think my favorite tracks are, like I said, Mouth, but I really like Aquila and Imperial. They,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Imperial and Aquila have a really nice optimistic vibe to them. You know, it's like I like both sides you've got. You've got like Mouth and Skywards are like really melancholic, and then you've
Yeah.
got like Aquila and Imperial are like really uplifting, and it's like
Right.
floating with the angels when I hear those songs.
Yeah. It's
It's like
got
it's really symphonic sound, you know, massive symphonic,
it's
and
got like some kind of bipolar sound going on,
yeah, I
huh?
think overall
Yeah.
on the album you got like a variation of moods, which is
You
a
know what?
good thing. Yeah.
I have
Yes.
I, I've got a box here of some stuff.
Wow.
I just dug it
Mm.
out for my storage, but I'll send you one of these if you want. I could send you this
Oh,
copy here.
oh yes, yes, please, yes, please.
Yeah.
That thank you, Jerry. That would be awesome if you can.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
have a cassette player, because it's
Well,
a
I actually don't, but I think just as a nice collector's piece, it would be really nice. You know,
yeah, for sure.
just to show people, you know, and yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
bliss, literally bliss.
Nice. Yeah,
So, maybe next question.
it's still shrink wrapped.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Got the shrink wrap on it. Yeah,
that's good. Really good.
that's
So,
all yours, man.
oh, thank you, dude. Yeah,
Take it.
I don't care about the shipping costs. I'm well prepared to pay the extra for that.
No, it's all good, man. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks. Shoegaze in '93.
that's the man. That's the man.
Yeah. What else can we talk about? So, how do you get that sound when you know when the guitars during the verses are very like calm and serene, and then when it gets to the pre-chorus, how do you get that jolt? Is that compression, or is that do you like turn on the other amplifier and then it creates more distortion? Like I've always wondered, like Slowdive do this as well. Like they have this dynamic shift where it goes from calm to they have this, but like a distortion comes on in like the pre-chorus, but the distortion's never like overriding. It's like a parallel compression kind of thing where you still have
Well,
you still got the ambience going on, but it kind of raises up. Is that or is that maybe automation? Maybe I don't know.
no, it's nothing like that. It's just basically with your amps, you got to make sure you have channel switching, and so it you've got to have at least one amp with the built-in gain, like a tube amp, so or a half stack of some sort, and then you can just what I would do is just on one amp have like the distortion, the gain coming out of the head, and then like I told you earlier, I'd split the signal and I'd go into one quadraverb, and that one might be like full blown, like a full blown wash and like a cleaner sound. and then the other amp would be, I'd dial back on the Quadraverb maybe through. Sometimes I'd have like an effects loop in the head, so I'd dial back the signal being sent, so it'd be maybe like 50%, so it'd be a cleaner sound, more defined a little bit, and that one could have some overdrive, and then the other one would be like clean, so you've got this blend, right? This blend on 2 amps, and then
Yeah.
then on my signal flow on my pedals on the floor, like if I hit a certain like a distortion pedal, then that would just blow the whole thing up. Then you get that, what you described earlier, that full blown sound. So that's kind of like just done with the floor pedal, just to kick everything into like another gear.
But yeah,
Yeah,
using 2 amplifiers.
2 amps, different distortions at different times, and floor pedals kicking in, just boosting everything. And then especially when you have that Quadraverb, uh, if
Yeah.
you know, if you're playing, if you have it through an effects loop and you're using like the built-in gain, you're going to get that warm sound, that sort of just mellow kind of sound. But if you hit the effects
Mm.
going straight through, and it hits the Quadraverb 100%, and then it just creates this massive just wave of noise,
Mm.
and which is like, we were into it. And then also like the wah-wah pedal, I'd stick, that was a big thing. We
Yeah.
always with that wah pedal and just giving it even more noise. We used to always love to make a big racket when we played, especially at the end of the show. We just make a big,
Yeah, that's what
just
it's all about, man.
yeah, we would do that big drone at the end. We would do a big like 10
Yeah,
minutes, 20 minutes. We would just drone. We would just like zone out. Yeah.
that's cool.
We
Yeah.
would, and I think we picked that up from MBV. I
Mm.
think we seen them live and they were doing it. We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we want to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much a staple for like all shoegaze bands. Like everybody does
Yeah.
a noise section.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because Rides do it in the Drive Blind song, and some other
Yeah.
bands that I've seen do it. Yeah,
So
cool.
yeah, I think Ride, we seen them a bunch of times too. Another time that we seen Ride, we drove out to Utah in a Volkswagen
Oh wow,
van.
that's a long way because that's like up
Yeah.
north of the country, isn't
It
it?
was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a festival in a college, and it was outdoors and it was free. It was like, and Slowdive played too. Uh so I think I don't remember, we might have missed Slowdive because we were late driving over there. So but we saw Ride, like it was the daytime, bright lights, just like the natural light, just bright middle of the day,
Yeah.
outside on some stage in some college with this grass lawn, very uh just very hippie-ish. But
It's cool.
it was great because I don't think a lot of people were like into it at that time.
No.
So we were like in the front row, like we could see all the equipment. We were just there eyeballing everything. Yeah,
That's what I do at gigs. Yeah, I always take pictures of the pedal boards. I'm like here with my
right.
like here
Yeah, we were trying.
with my phone, like taking pictures of the boards.
Yeah, we were trying to check out the gear. What's going on here? How are they doing the sound? I
Yeah.
remember they had like a high watt, uh,
Mm.
and I think they had a GPS 16, I think it's called, or GP 16.
GP16. I got that. I got that one. That's the
They're
one I
rolling.
use.
Yeah,
I use that with the foot controller.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the other guitarist, of Closedown, Scott, that's what he used on Nearfield. He had
Ah, nice.
he had a GP 16. So
Yeah. Oh
uh,
wow.
I think I think on that song, Sun Angel Summer, if you hear
The
the phaser on
flanger.
that song,
Yeah, or
I think it's
phaser.
a phaser. Yeah, I think that's definitely Scott right there, because the Quadraverb didn't have that phaser or flanger like that. So
Hmm.
that was his secret weapon that he implemented into the band. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah,
Right on.
because I bought that on eBay. I mean, they're quite cheap these days, but I guess they were quite
Oh, did you?
expensive in the time. And I like
And
how
then,
you can edit, can't you? And with the expression pedal and all this stuff, you can edit the
uh
parameters of it, which is really good.
yeah, I just always thought it had like a great phaser, maybe flanger as well, but you definitely could hear it on that Nowhere record, the Ride Nowhere. Uh,
Yeah, I think Dreams Burn Down is my favorite song from Nowhere.
yeah, yeah,
It's just
exactly.
that's the real, yeah, that's the real shoegaze classic on there. That's because I like the dynamic shift. I like then it's like waves, like I always get
Right.
images of water, like the ocean, because it's just so like
Like
drifty.
the artwork. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The verse, I
yeah, it's
think they might be doing like reverse reverb, like the glide guitar. I think Mark Gardner's doing the glide guitar in the verses, and then
uh,
in that bit where just after the pre-chorus, it just goes. They all go wild in with the noise, don't they? For like a couple of bars,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and Loz, the drummer, he's incredible. The
Oh,
drummer for that
that's
band.
such a great band. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Uh, what was I? I was thinking about something about Ride. Anyways, go on.
Uh,
Maybe it'll come to me.
yeah.
I'm forgetting.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just to warn you, Jerry. I've only got 8 minutes left, unfortunately, because
Okay.
I've only got the demo version basically of Zoom. But yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
every guest gets about 40 minutes, if that's okay. Um,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
so I kind
Yeah.
of running out of time. It says 7:45 seconds. I've got 7 minutes 45 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
you
Hopefully it
want to
doesn't.
wrap it up? You want to
Hopefully.
wrap it up, or you want to
Oh, we got
got
time. We
some
got
more
time for a
questions?
couple more.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I like to say, you know, are you is closed down? Are you coming back to tour and release more music? Are you touring?
There's no plans to tour. Obviously, if somebody was interested or made us an offer, we would definitely consider it because you know, I think at this point we're game to do something. As far as the recording, like I told you, we're working on 3 old songs. So that's the start right there. That's the we just said, okay, let's just focus on these 3 songs, and if we can get through it, then we'll consider doing more, you know.
Mm,
So I mean, it's off to a good start, basically.
yeah,
Um, yeah, like I'll send you some demos soon, and so you could check it out. Uh,
yeah, that'd be really cool,
but
man. Yeah, that'd be really
yeah.
good.
Hey, do you got the do you have a copy of Dissolve, like the
Um,
vinyl?
no, because I don't really have a record player. If you put it on CD, I would have bought it. Um,
Uh-huh.
if you did a CD release like Nearfield, then I would have got it. Um,
Right, right.
yeah,
Got to
I
get you a record player, man. Got to get you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I might buy it just for the collector's item, maybe.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking I could just send you one because I've got some here.
Okay.
Send you a vinyl with the cassette. So on there, there's maybe you're not aware, but we put a little disclaimer about why we did Dissolve. So as opposed to Nearfield, because
Yeah.
we had some issues with Nearfield with the mix. Just to be blunt about it, we had issues with that mix, and you know we weren't happy with it at the time.
Mm.
Uh, it was kind of caught us off guard because we 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 didn't we weren't involved in that final mix. It was basically they went back and mixed it without us, and uh,
Yeah, that's a bit
so that
weird.
all yeah, so that always, I mean, it's still our songs, those are songs, but they were intended to be a little bit more. The guitars are kind of a little bit too buried in the mix, and that, you know, and that was never ours. We always had like really loud guitars, like noisy, and I think basically Nearfield is kind of like a tame version of what we used to do. So uh let me see. That's all explained on the record in when you get the vinyl. So just wanted to mention that to you. So I'm gonna send you, I'll send you a record so you could just check it out and just, you know,
Yeah, maybe I'll
see.
get it. Then maybe when I get a record player, then I can spin it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll have a download card
Mm.
inside the record. So
Oh yeah,
do you have band?
I did download it. Yes, I did. I got the
Oh,
MP3. I got the MP3 files. Yeah, I went for the download, but
okay. All
yeah,
right.
I just didn't get the record. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on. So I'll send you that record and I'll send you this old tape here.
Yeah. Nice stuff.
And then, yeah, and if you want to revisit this, talk a little bit more, you know, I'm game, whatever you want. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Want to
I mean,
want to support your channel. Yeah,
yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
we can get the other guys to talk if you want to, you know, James and Scott, whoever you want. It's all good.
Mm,
Yeah.
that could be good. Yeah, a full band interview.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah. 1.1K subscribers I'm on, so I'm hope.
Right on. Yeah. So what are you going? You're getting ready for work? You're going to work soon?
Oh, I was, but I managed to get the day off, so that's okay.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
I see,
but
I see that there's some sunlight there, some sunlight going on outside your window.
yeah,
You
it's
still
not
got the
bad.
sun.
Oh yeah, different time zones. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like 8 p.m. here. Yeah.
yeah. I was just getting up right before you dial this up. I was just getting up because I had a late night, and so
Oh
I'm
yeah.
actually, yeah, my day's just starting now right here with this. So good way to kick off the day. Yeah,
Thank you. Good to hear. Yeah.
yeah. Little shoegazer 93
Yeah.
going on.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to talk more, I mean, we could always reboot this meeting, but I don't know what if you have anything more to say. I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe it's a good idea. We can revisit it, no problem. Yeah. I'd be, like I said, I'm game for that. Maybe to talk about the new music once
yeah.
we're more, yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Perhaps when the three tracks come, then we can maybe
yeah,
do a full band interview with the other guys. That could be
yeah.
good.
We'll go down there and play. Maybe you could set up a gig and we'll play with you guys with your band Breather. Yeah, right?
Wow, you know
Yeah,
it. Wow.
yeah, yeah. How's that going? How's Breather?
Not bad.
That's a
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good name. Good name, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just I think it's yeah that kind of hippie-ish thing where yeah, just all about taking a break from life,
Yeah.
having a breather. Yeah.
Right.
That's where it
Oh, okay.
derived from. That's
I
what it.
was thinking it was maybe one of your pedals kind of gave you that sound, the breather sound.
Right. Like yeah. Like
Yeah, like
that would be like a wah pedal with a phaser kind of sound.
or like a
That could make it, or maybe a whole reverb.
like a really slow tremolo pan, just kind of breathing, just
Yeah.
yeah,
On a slow rate. Yeah.
yeah, slow, really slow.
I always put
Yeah.
it to the fastest setting.
Right, right,
Yeah, I
right.
think that's when it's more effective.
Kicks in. Yeah.
Yeah, it kicks
This,
in.
this will be like a subtle sound on one of your epic slow tracks, like
Yeah,
in the
maybe.
background. Yeah,
Yeah, man, it could be. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, dude. I think I've only got like 20 seconds left, so gonna have to
Okay,
wrap it
man.
up now. Thank you
All
very
right, man.
much, Jerry. We'll revisit this one day, okay?
Sounds great, bro. You have
Yeah,
a good one, man.
yeah. Thank you.